Yo, what's going on, guys? This is Win and welcome back to another video. This is a tutorial on how I make my thumbnails. This is probably going to be a short video because my thumbnails don't typically take me that long to make, but this is part 2 of a video that I already did. So I made a video that was showing you guys how I edit all of my videos. So I did a full tutorial going through Adobe Premiere where I actually edited one of my real PUBG mobile videos. I had a video that I got 21 kills and I edited it. It's already uploaded, but then I made a video of me making the video, which was kind of cool. And now I'm making a video of me making the thumbnail for that video. So I'm going to open up Photoshop here real quick. Again, I'm using the Adobe Creative Cloud Suite. This thing is the best freaking software ever. And like I said, Photoshop's great, and it doesn't take me that long to make my thumbnails. I have a pretty good setup of everything right now. So you can see these are some files from some of my older thumbnails. And I'm just going to go over here and click Create New. And 1280 by 720 is going to be the best size for me to use. I think it's pretty standard for making thumbnails. So you start off with this blank white slate. Now, what I want to do is get a background. I need a cool background. So I'm going to have to try to figure out what is going to be the best background for this. I think we could just do maybe... I'm trying to think here. What would be a good thing? So let me pull up the video actually of that game. If I go into my videos over here on the side, I have... It was at, yep, 9:27 p.m. Okay, so I've got the video up. So this is what I'm going to do. This is the video of that game. So normally I can go through here. Let me make this like normal size. And then I'm going to open up a program called Snipping Tool. And Snipping Tool is great because it lets me just take a screen capture of anything I want. So see, I've got a picture of that. So now I need to find a good screen capture. So I'm gonna move this off to the side real quick. Now I want to try to find something that's interesting. Now the big highlight of this video, and spoiler alert, now you guys can go watch that video if you haven't seen it yet. It was a 21 kill game, but I had 3. So this is the spoiler. I had 3 full squad wipes. I think, did anything cool happen on the side? So I have 0 kills here. Let's go right to where I got 4 kills. Unfortunately, it only shows, so on the side here, I might take that right there. See that? This looks kind of cool. That'd be a cool theme. Let me try, I just had a good thought. Let me take another screen grab. This is kind of cool. So we've got 2 kills here. So we're going to save this, and we're just going to call this, squad wipe, 1. We'll save that. And then this was, who's that? Cameron Bartho and Swagzilla. Let's see if we can back it up a little bit. And we got 2 more kills right there. Let's take a screen grab of that, actually. And then maybe afterwards we can put them together, and that would be kind of a cool... So let's grab that, and let's save that as, we're just going to call this Squad Wipe 2, and we'll save that. Now I had another cool wipe over here, I think. The problem is with mobile, it only shows 2 kills at once. Up on this side thing where it shows the kills, it only shows at most 2 at one time. So between, yeah, getting 8 to 12. You see how my kills jumped up to 12? So let's take another screen grab, and I think this is going to be kind of cool. If I just have all these screenshots of me just absolutely murking people back to back, that's pretty sweet. So let's save that. Squad wipe 3. And was there any other point that I had a double? A double down. I had a kill right there. Okay, I had a knock and then a kill, but it didn't show both of them at the same time. That sucks. Let's scroll forward to where I had another kind of burst of kills here. Did I kill or knock anybody in rapid fire at all here? No, they were all single knocks, unfortunately. How about this last group? I think this last one, yeah, right there. See, gotta find that perfectly precise moment of where I have 2 kills at once. Unfortunately, Clashing Kev's and Bentley's name are in the way, but that's fine. I'll just screen grab it again. So we'll hit new again, and we will screen capture this, and we will call this Squad Wipe 4. Boom. And now we should have enough cool things to work with. So let's close out of this, go back into Photoshop. Let's go and open. Now for some reason All of them are saved in this folder called Clash Needs Help. I don't know why. I made a video a long time ago called Clash Needs Help, and for some reason now when I do screen grabs, they all get saved in there. So we got squad wipe 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's open all of them. And I think if I hit... Is there a condense all to here? Okay, so there isn't a... If I drag all these out, maybe there will be. Condense all to... Okay, no, so it just condenses them back. So I've got to open all these as their own like little layers. And we are going to drag them all onto our main canvas so we can work with them. And that's going to kind of be the basis of where we work here. So we can organize these in some way. This actually looks kind of cool. This is a cool idea. I don't think I've ever had this one before. I like trying to create unique thumbnails so I don't have the same looking thumbnails for... Like, I have a similar theme for all my thumbnails. Actually, so let's get rid of these so I don't have these in the way. Also, I realize I have a lot of like blank space. Let me zoom in so you guys can see a little bit better. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this. I'm going to kind of make it like a little collage here. So let's take these. Bada bing, bada boom. Look at these, just murking everybody. Double kills. So many back-to-back kills this whole game. And now, the fun part is, you guys see them in my thumbnails. I've got a lot of... Let's see, I'm trying to figure out how to organize these. Actually, I might want to drag this down like that. Can I kind of put these like on top of each other? Maybe that'll work. Yeah, so I actually have this folder now. I've been collecting these as I make them. So I have this folder called poses. So if I go into promotional materials again, I have this poses folder. And these are all really funny. So let me show you what these look like. If I just come over here and I go into this and I hit poses and I click on this. So I've got these stupid like cutouts of myself that I use in my thumbnails. And I got like all these like random looking. So I might use this one. This is a good one. The surprise one. So I have two surprise ones. I've got surprise number 2, and then I've got surprise number 1. And I just used surprise number 2. Well, actually, I just used it in my most recent video, but I think I'm going to have 2 uploads in between that. So I could use this again. That's a good one. So I'll use surprise number 2. And unfortunately, last time, I was sitting when I took this photo. So it makes me look kind of fat. I realized in my thumbnail I look kind of chubby in this picture. So if you scale that down on the side, because see, I'm like kind of pointing. I'm just like, oh my god, like that's crazy. But I also want to make it a little taller so I don't look so fat. Make it a little thinner. There we go. So, and obviously I cut at the bottom because I was sitting. So I have no legs in this picture. So we're gonna, let's see if I can move myself. Let's see if I can move myself over here so I'm not taking up so much space so you guys can see as I work. So let's make sure I trim this down. That's looking pretty good. We need a background. So I have a couple pretty sick looking backgrounds, but I can't remember what they're called. So I always just go in and well, actually no, I can look at my downloads. That's the mini. No, I don't want that. Well, that's fine. I'm not going to be able to find it, but I'll just look it up real quick again. So I had, let me pull this up so you guys can see it. So I'm just going to look up like wallpaper, PUBG, and then if I search mini for some reason, it comes up with like a cool picture like this. This is exactly what I'm looking for, actually. So let me let this load real fast, and it's a really big file. It's a really big photo, so it's still loading down here at the bottom. So, all right, finally loaded. So I'm going to copy this image, and we're just going to paste it right into our workspace. But it's going to paste really massive because, like I said, it's a really big image. It's like 3,000 by. See how big that is? So I want it to shrink down, and I'm going to use that as my background. So let's zoom back in, make sure it's all. So that's looking pretty cool. Now, this is a pretty big thing. So if I want to just take like the side of it or something, I can zoom in and not really lose any resolution here. Now, if I hit Control bracket, I can put it in the back, and that should be pretty good. So now we're gonna go with we're gonna put some text in. We're gonna say like 21 kills. And I've got some custom things over here that are different like styles. So I can make it glow. I can make it like, this is my traditional style. And then I've got a traditional style that glows, green, purple. Like I've got all these different like layouts, which are kind of cool. So let's just go with this one because that's like kind of the theme of my thumbnails. So I might put this down at the bottom so it doesn't really cover. Well, this is kind of hard because it's kind of covering me up. I don't want it to cover anything up. So let's put this here. Let's rearrange these. Because I mean, it doesn't really matter. Like you can see what these are pretty easily. Actually, I might move this one here. Move that one there. Move this one here. Move that one there. I want to get them all. Let's put this behind and put that one behind that one there because they kind of stack up as they go. So we've got 21 kills. Let's do this. And then we want another text over here. And we're going to say 3 squad wipes. Boom. Now this is kind of smaller. And we're going to give that the same kind of style up here. 3 squad wipes. That kind of covers my head. So I'm just going to make myself smaller, actually. So that it all fits. And we got that PUBG logo kind of in the background. So that looks good. And I think that's pretty decent. I mean, I don't need to put a ton of, like, style into it. This is actually not one of my best thumbnails. But it's not really a big deal. So now we got to give it a little bit of pop. Make it pop a little bit. Maybe I can organize this a little bit better. Put the squad kills like this. Okay, that looks a little bit better. Maybe I can make these things kind of glow. Actually, you know what we can do? So I think that looks pretty good. Let's straighten this one out, actually, so it doesn't look so stupid. So we can make all of these things. We can grab all 4 at the same time down here at the bottom. And we can make them all one layer. So now that's all like one layer. So we can give ourselves a little bit more space now. So let's make ourselves bigger, and I don't want to look fat this time. So we got all of our double kills. Let's give it now. Now they're glowing. That looks kind of cool. Except that's glowing a little too much. Maybe we can tone it down a little bit. Well, that looks fine, but we can go down here. We can go into our outer glow, and we can make it like super big. You know. Yeah, we can make that glow super big, or we can tone it down a little bit, make it a little smaller. Give it a little bit of a glow. And we can turn the opacity down so that's not like crazy. And then I want to really see this PUBG logo in the background. So let's make this bigger. I don't really want to cover that up. That looks kind of cool. So now what I do to give it a little bit of style is, so this background, like you guys saw, a lot of it extends around the outside. I don't want that. So I want to zoom in here, and I want to just take my tool and I want to grab all this, and I want to hit layer via cut. So now it's 2 different things. You saw in here we have 2 different layers. So what that did is it took, we have this layer right here, which is just, see how now it's just the background? And then all that outside stuff is like its own layer out here. Whoops. I don't know if I can, there we go, I can grab it. So now it's just, now that excess, see where it cut out? You can see in here the white space. So I chopped it out of there. So we don't need this extra stuff. Delete that. And now we have this background, and it fits perfectly to our canvas. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit Control J. I'm going to duplicate it. So now see here we have 2 of them. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to come up here to this like marquee tool, and I'm going to make a rectangle on the inside. Then it makes sure it just leaves me like kind of like a border. Hit delete, or move that down a little bit first. Hit delete. Now it didn't look like I did anything, but now check this out. So if I make it invisible, now you see we have just the border on the outside. And then if I make it visible, we have the full background. So what I'm going to do now is to that little border layer, this little layer out here, I'm going to give it a style that I have preset. That's kind of makes it pop. So let me show you what that does. And it gives me the border. So it doesn't look like just a naked thumbnail, like just kind of flat. Boom. Now we have a border on it. Do you see how that makes it look really cool? All I did was just cut out the inside and just leave the outside. I put I embossed it so I can show you what I did. So I made it glow on the inside, so there's a little bit of a shadow. If you see that right there, So there's like glow, and then I gave it a little satin effect, which makes it kind of white, and then I embossed it, which makes it, it's kind of hard to see, but it makes it just kind of like give it like a little three-dimensional, like little 3D pop there. And then you guys have heard PewDiePie joke about this. Go over to vibrance. I could drag the saturation way up or way down, and I want that vibrant saturation to be at the top so it affects all the layers. So you could see like that looks whack, right? That's a little too much saturation. But I like to do maybe just like, you know, this right now, this is normal. That's it. This is at 0. This is like neutral. I can jack that up a little bit, make it just a little brighter, and then the vibrance too gives it a little extra. And that right there is a thumbnail, if I do say so myself. Not my best, I don't think, but I mean, hey, 3 squad wipes. Also, this looks, I think the glow on these is a little too high, so we're gonna go to the outer glow and we're gonna tone it down just a little bit. We might tone down the opacity, if anything. Yeah, that looks good. Same thing here, just scroll this down, turn that down a little bit so it's not so like crazy. And that is a good thumbnail, if I do say so myself. So now I'm just gonna go over here, hit save as, and I've got in my videos folder, I've got my finished videos, and inside there's a thumbnail folder, and we are gonna just save this as 3 squad wipes. So I've got the file saved, and then I'm gonna save it again as a JPEG. 3 squad wipes tab, and then if I hit J, just shortcut. Now, these are all my other thumbnails that I've got right here. You can see like Shadow of Colossus Part 1, Part 2, all those things. So I'm gonna save that, hit OK, and now if I go in here and I open up 3 squad wipes, boom, there's my finished thumbnail, guys. So that is gonna be, I mean, you probably already saw it because this thumbnail is gonna be on the video I uploaded like a couple days ago already. So it's already up there. And like I said before, there is a video of me actually editing that video. If you want to see like instead of Photoshop, if you want to see the Adobe Premiere, what I do in the video editing software to make that video, I have that uploaded too, so you guys can check that out. I think it's pretty cool. You guys asked to see what the heck I do when I'm making my videos, how I do it. So I think this is a pretty good tutorial. So this one was kind of short, less than 20 minutes. If I keep gabbing, it's gonna be 20 minutes. So I'm gonna end it here, but I thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you leave a thumbs up if you did, and yeah, that's all I have for you guys. So I will see you next time.